What's good, Eagles fans? This is your boy, Tone DeShields II, and y'all are tuned into y'all dose of Chalk It Up, where no matter if we win or if we lose, we just got to chuck it to the game, baby. So, the Philadelphia Eagles have hired their new head coach in Nick Sirianni. Now, Nick Sirianni was formerly the offensive coordinator for the Indianapolis Colts. And prior to that, he also served as a quarterback and wide receivers coach for the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Diego Chargers, respectively. He has well over 12 years, or I think just about 12 years of NFL coaching experience. You know, worked as personnel assistants and offensive assistants and quarterback coaches and wide receiver coaches and OC and with the Indianapolis Colts under Frank Reich. So he has an extensive background, especially with quarterbacks and wide receivers. He's definitely an offensive guy. But let's just be frank about it. This guy came out of nowhere. I had no idea who Nick Sirianni was prior to us hiring him. I had no idea he was the OC for the Indianapolis Colts. I had no idea he came from the Frank Reich tree. I had no idea that him and Frank Reich went way back to their days, with the San Diego Chargers. I had no idea that the guy was the quarterback coach for Phillip Rivers. Now, say what you want about Phillip Rivers, but he was always, throughout his career, a top 10 quarterback for the most part. Say what you want about him. The stats don't lie. Playoff numbers, different story. But his regular season numbers, his numbers really don't lie. And we got to give Phillip Rivers the respect he deserves, especially based off his past performance. This is his last and final season with the Indianapolis Colts, and he actually had one of his best years numbers-wise when it comes to the quarterback position. But Rivers completed 68% of his passes, over 4,000 yards, 24 touchdowns, and 11 interceptions. Remind you, Nick Sirianni worked very closely with Andrew Luck, who was definitely a great quarterback when he played, but he gave up on the game. But again, we can't act like we know everything about Nick Sirianni. He definitely came out of nowhere. We all thought it was probably going to be Josh McDaniels or Deuce Staley as the head coach. I'm actually kind of disappointed that Deuce Staley didn't get his shot. So I'm pretty indifferent about this hire. I'm not excited or ecstatic. I'm not upset or livid about it. I'm just, okay, let's see what happens. Because at the end of the day, we're never going to know what really happens with this hire until the games start, until we start seeing coaching and play calling, at a higher clip. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to really know until these guys get on the field in week one. We're not going to know anything. But I think it's important to note that Nick Sirianni is only 39 years old. He's a young offensive mind up and coming in this NFL. And a lot of people felt like he was well overdue for a head coaching job. Or, as a matter of fact, for lack of better terms, he was well on his way to a head coaching job. It was just a matter of time. And again, the guy's already 39 years old. So we all know these young head coaches are kind of the new thing. You see that in Sean McVay. You see that in LaFleur in Green Bay. But the bottom line is there's an influx of youth when it comes to the coaching position these days. And I think that's a good thing. I think that's a good thing, especially knowing that the Colts finished 11-5 and put up an average about 28 points per game. And they were ranked 10th in yards per game as well. So they were a top 10 offense. So these young offensive minds, these young offensive-minded coaches, they're definitely bringing the pain when it comes to offense. They're bringing new schemes, new things for these defenses to look at. And I'm excited. But we all know, and it's obvious, this hire was definitely Carson Wentz friendly. This hire was definitely meant to satiate the Carson Wentz situation. We all know there was rumors about him going to the Indianapolis Colts, playing at the Frank Reich. So I guess the Eagles figured, hey, let's bring the Colts to Carson Wentz. I get it. Was this hire the best hire for the team? That remains to be seen. Will this hire be the best hire for Carson Wentz? That remains to be seen. But one thing I can say that I'm sure about, the fact that we have an offensive-minded coach, we're going offense in that first round. That number 6 pick, don't be surprised if you see Jamar Chase or Devontae Smith. Don't be surprised at all. But that's all I really have for you guys today. I'm pretty indifferent about the hire. Again, I'm not super excited. I'm not super down and out about it. I'm happy that we got some stability now. Now it's time to move on to the next phase of this offseason. And that won't be free agency. because we can't afford anybody right now. So the next phase for the Philadelphia Eagles will be the NFL draft, and we need to start preparing for that. So I'm really excited about what we have coming. I'm really excited about just the new influx of youth. I'm pretty sure this new head coach will bring in some veteran leadership behind him when it comes to his coordinators. Maybe his DC will be a veteran. Maybe his OC will be a veteran. Who knows? But I'm pretty sure this guy is going to bring some heavy hitters with him on the for the OC and DC position. Rumor has it could be Anthony Lynn. It could be Wade Phillips on as a DCs. Who really know? Who really knows? But I'm grateful, and let's move forward to the next phase of our offseason, you guys. And it's straight like that. I'm your humble host, Tone DeShields II, and y'all are tuned into y'all dose of Chalk It Up. Where no matter if we win or if we lose, we just got to turn it to the game. Also, make sure y'all cop up on y'all Chalk It Up merch. Once again, I lowered the prices for you guys. I want to make sure everyone had a fair shot of getting it. And also on top of that, I'm going to be adding more styles, different pieces on there as well for you guys to lock in on. So I'd be totally grateful for that. If you guys are new to the content, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys have been loyal to the soil, you already know where my heart is, and I'm eternally grateful for you guys. Once again, y'all were tuned in to Chalk It Up, where no matter if we win or if we lose, we just got to trust to the game, y'all. One love, and fly equals fly.